We have the VodaFone Tri-Nations Rugby Series, and in last week's game, the Cook Island residents went down to the Tupapa-Maraerenga Fijians in a very exciting game at the Awatu Swamp Park. And today, under some very heavy overcast here at the Tupapa Sports Park, we see the Cook Islands residents 15 all line up and are waiting for the TokoUso, the Samoan team that are just lining up and facing us up to the hillside where our TV team is. And certainly it's an awesome view where we get to watch these two teams that'll be competing for the opportunity to play in the final game next week, which will be against the Tupapa-Maraerenga Fiji 15. So in the meantime, the referees for these games are all lined up in the middle, whilst the two teams, the Cook Island residents to our right, watching them, and the TokoUso Samoan team to our left. We're just waiting for the national anthem of these two teams. The MC for today and behind the two teams is none other than one of our local radio commentators, Mr. Rurutaura. Just keeping the crowd up to date with what's going on. In the meantime, we have the Cook Islands President Ashley Willis, and of course the Cook Islands Rugby Union's Development Officer, Mr. Brian Kotika, out greeting the team from the TokoUso Samoan side. And I guess having to do the same with the officials of this afternoon's game as she makes her way through the Cook Islands residents team. I am guessing that the Cook Islands residents team would have bulked up from last week's heavy defeat to the Tupapa-Maraerenga Fijians. So I'm hoping that the team is much prepared this week as compared to last week. Now that the president of the Cook Islands, Ashley Willis, has done her rounds, the national anthem
Thank you very much.
There we go, the national anthem of both countries, as we just heard the Samoan. The MC for the game today is now announcing the teams onto the field of play. And starting is the Cook Islands team.
Number 6, Lee Ponini. Number 7, Charles Jeffrey. Number 8, Thor Hua. Number 9, Jason Potoru. Number 10, Leo Roa. Number 11, Amani Ama. Number 12, Tony Turaki. 13, Tom Daniel. Number 14, Tupo Haka.
And in the meantime, the teams are already assembling in the middle of the field, and
Number 18, Richard Davey. Number 19, Andrew Aiao. Number 20, Atera Tomokino. Number 21, Albert Edward. Number 22, Terenga Henry.
there we go. That's the Cook Islands residents team, as our MC makes a challenging announcement in announcing the TokoUso's team. And I can see some names of some locals in as well. So obviously to make a full team, some of the local players have been brought into the team. I see a lot of amateur players being called in, and I think that's also the TokoUso's training ground too, down at the Avatu swamp. Immediately after the announcement, we have a minute silence for the two teams. The last couple of days, sadly, here on the mainland of Raro, we've had some legends in sports pass away. Last week in Cook Islands residents played the Tupapa-Maraerenga Fijians. A minute of silence was in respect of our former Cook Islands captain, Papa Bill Hosking. And this week, just a few days ago from my village of Avatu, Pukoina Matara, he was one of our ex players from our village, and of course he was also one of the top referees on the islands back in these days. The two teams. Yeah, now they are forming the circle of remembrance of the late Pukoina Matara in the middle of the field.
Hallelujah, ko te ara mane ta i ono mai ki ta mātou tāre kareka. I putu mai e mātou ki runga i Victoria Park mo te mātou ki take atu. Tēnā i e ta au i liringi mai ki runga i tō mātou vāsrei. Thank you, Lord. Mo reira, e waita ka koe i ta mātou tāre kareka me te kamataunga e teua te ki tōpau. Yesu mātou kore atu e. Āmene. E roto i te ātianga nei, we're going to take 1 minute silence for our son, our brother, our father, Pukoina Matara, which is a Cook Island Sydney leading match official, referee 1918 to 1919. Thank you very much.
All right, there we go. The two teams now have done the formalities of this game and are now, I'm guessing that when they stand apart like this, it would be a haka to come up. There we go. There's a Samoan TokoUso. Wow. The crowd is enjoying the energy that the Samoan and Tongan teams are bringing in today's game, and that was very powerful. And the Cook Islands team, they just acknowledge the TokoUso's Haka, and now getting themselves ready for the kickoff. The Cook Islands residents will be playing from the western side of the Tupapa field, and Leo Roa back in the team. Just got back from overseas, and would be keen to see how Leo performs in today's game. And a good kickoff to the James takes this one as a strong run made by some good tacklers there from the Cook Islands residents. And the Cook Islands quick to come up, but TokoUso up to it. Out to Vainga, a long kick to the back. And Terenga Henry taking in a bit of a high tackle there. But Cook Islands were good to get behind this one. And Nick Connell takes up the first hit. Potoru up. Patrick takes this one up. And again, Cook Islands residents penalized for holding on to the ball, but the referee's seen a bit of a foul play just prior to the referee blowing his whistle. And Felitti Iona, the captain of the Samoan Tonga TokoUso, has been called, but the linesman's seen it, and the referee said a bit too high. So a penalty instead to the Cook Islands residents, and Leo doesn't waste time, puts this to the side. Samoa, TokoUso doing a lot of talking. And the Cook Islands residents is coming in. Thomas Toa, good take to Leo. Leo looking for runners, and Cook Islands settles it on a 10-meter mark. And another regroup to the side again. Scrambling for the ball, the TokoUso, but Leo gets this one, and a high kick in the air. Felitti under this one, pretty safe with a take. Oh, good tackle there by Steven Willis. TokoUso regroups, and James out to Vainga, big side step, and ball's been deflected. Cook Islands takes this ball up and regroups. Forward, takes it up. Potoru. Out to Lee Pornini, and the Cooks recycles this ball, and Leo cuts out. Oh, taken by the TokoUso team. Potoru out to Josh Caffrey. Good take by Josh, but I think he's again another high tackle there from using the shoulders. According to our referee Tua Manea. And the Cook Islands captain Thomas Tor comes up and gives Leo the opportunity to have a go. And whoa, Leo Roa slams that down the middle, and the Cook Islands again like last week. We're first to open up the scores. This time, Cook Islands 3 and TokoUso
That brings the first 3 points.
0. And Veinga Rubena Cook Islands just takes it down to the ground and regroups behind it. And Lee Ponini, who had a great game last week, takes it up. But Leo to the back. And Feletti, a big kick in the air. And under this is Leo. Good play by Leo. And Cook Islands again, they good to regroup. Stephen Willis kicks this one out to the side. Not a real good distance kick. The TokoUso in the Cook Islands 22, and they certainly got some wheels to burn out in the backs. Just looking at the lineup, you got John Pinu out here in the wing, and you got Samu Alafua in the centers, and Lokeni Perenisi. These are guys with wheels and can burn. And a good Cook Islands here taking that Nick Connell to Leo. Leo to the back, but not a good kick. TokoUso out to Feletti. Feletti, very dangerous, ball in hand. Kicks this one up in the air again, and Leo. Good run by Leo, and this time taken by big Terena Henry. Back to Leo again. Leo seems to be the one controlling this game. A good kick to the back, but Venga. Oh, the cooks between Thomas and Leo. Let the ball bounce. And of course, we know what the rugby ball can do. TokoUso just about on the Cook Islands 22. As John Vano lines this one up for his jumpers. Thomas Tor, very good in the line out. And, good run there. Tony Turaki. Leo. And Leo seems to be pinning the TokoUso down this other half, which is good play from the Cooks. But the TokoUso winger on the left side there. Ben Kitiona. He's had 2 good kicks from where he was. And that pushed the Cook Islands back into their half. As John Wano lines another one. This time a short ball to the front of the scrum where his other partner, Kora. And Cook Islands getting pushed to the back now, but they got this ball under control. As Jason Potoro out to Leo. Leo again to the back, making Ferretti work for this one. Ferretti quite happy to pick it up, and Ferretti very dangerous, as I was saying, ball in hand. There he goes. Not only that he can run, He's also very strong. Cook Islands referee says a bit high tackle. Veinga easily to the side. And a good take by TokoUso out to Veinga. Wow, good run there by Philip Weiho. Lecky. Cook Islands were too quick to get up, says the referee. So they're a bit offside on this one, and he picks him up, and Feletti comes up. Feletti, captain for the TokoUso. And why won't you give it to the best kicker on the island? And very smart captain there. Feletti calls his magician to come up and take a kick. And Veinga, most probably the best kicker on the island at the moment, gets to showcase and tell us that he is certainly the number one here on the island. And this is not an easy kick, but for Veinga, and look at it. Very high and very straight. And TokoUso replies, 3 points from the boots of Veinga Rubena. So far, we've got a good game. Both teams are giving it their best. And we haven't really seen the dominance of one side only. High kick in the air. And the man, the legend, Logan. Vicky. And Vicky got clear run to the halfway, sets it up. And again, they recycle Veinga, quick to get it. Oh, John Penu's corner. But Leo and Stephen Willis. Good play from this two. But Samoa got their ball. I think someone's gonna get a card for sure. And I'm sure there was Thor. There was Thor that two referees having another chat. I think that's for punching. He would get surely a red card right onto the mouth. Yeah. I had no doubt he was gonna get that because that wasn't called for. And if we had to replay and watch what he did, it'll be a clear grip the fist to, I can't recall who the Cook Island resident player was, I'm sure, was Jason Potoru. And now the TokoUso is going to play with just 14 men for a while before they can get another replacement with the new rules these days. Thomas Tor, good line out. And in comes the Cook's runners. Jason Potoru. This loses the ball. Feletti. Referee says, nah. Get back to the lost ball there by the Cook Islands residents. Yeah, this Totoa tour here. Now I doubt if he can play next week again as well, because some of the rules for red card will take him a couple of weeks. So sadly for him, after just a couple of minutes playing, he's now getting ready to have his shower and watch the whole 2 weeks. Samoa takes it to the blind side, sets it up again, and they're there in the big group. And James Taflau out to Licky. Licky's had some good carries. And Feletti. That's the strength of the man. Feletti Yona. Just out in the middle of the ruck there, he just stood up and pushed, run, fended a few players, and Stephen Willis, in his attempt to tackle him, just couldn't hold Feletti back, and he scored a try quite handy to the goal post too. And the TokoUso through their captain. Last week, the Tapusoro captain, Josh, was very, very proactive too in leading his team. I can see the TokoUso with their captain, Feletti, just as the Tapusoro captain last week too. And this time, we have Vinga Rupena to add the extra 2. And an easy 2 points from Vinga's boots. Straight away, the TokoUso 10 points to the Cooks 3. But they will continue to play with 14 for a little while. Tom Daniel, he had a very good kick earlier on. And again, the same time, high ball in the air. And who's underneath this one? No one, but advantage to the Cooks in terms of yardage. But it's still the TokoUso's ball. And Thomas Toa. A very scrappy game at times. We've just seen too lucky the referee had his back to them. But we got a penalty for TokoUso from the line out. And Venga easily puts it to the side as Ben Kitiona goes racing after it. Line out again. The Cook Islands have been doing really well in this department, but Samoa gets one. And Selafi Venga takes out, but the Cook Islands were caught already offside. Oh, Venga has asked for a kick to the goalpost, and the guy has got enough power to get it there too. So Venga Rubena, an attempt for 3 points. He just pushed it to the left side of the goalpost, and we got a 22 kickoff. Willis, a good kick. Venga gets this. And TokoUso slowly brings this one out to Venga. And gets this one out. Lecky takes it up. James. James again. The backs takes it back into the forwards. Venga, a little kick to the backhand. You got Samu after this one. But Leo, oh! And it was deflected by Samu. But shows the speed of both Samu and John Pinu. But Leo managed to defuse that attack there, and Cook Islands residence ball. Good line out by the Cooks. And Leo, another kick to the side, but Filetti takes it up, and Samoa continues to rumble up the park on the side there, and got taken out. Good tackle there by Stephen Willis. Again, another good line out. And a good carry there by Tony Turaki. He's had some good runs. Nick Nick Connell, every time he ran with the ball, he seems to be Venga. Venga just dropped that one. A little kick there from Leo, just changing the game plan from their backs, and nearly worked. And Jason Poteru. A good scrum there by the Cook Islands residents, out to Leo. Long one out to Stephen Willis. Oh, yes, cut back. Good play by the Cooks residents. Ran into some stiff tackles there from TokoUso. Leo. Good take by Thomas Saw, the captain of the Cooks. Again, recycle ball, and Jaws Caffrey takes it up, but Clive Nicholas comes up and the ball's out. Leo runs it. Toru Katuke, boom! He goes into that tackle, but comes out with the ball. And unfortunately, Toru in that tackle didn't release the ball, and TokoUso celebrates. But a good set of play there from the Cooks. Feletti. And Terenga takes this one out to John Penu, and again, same thing before. And TokoUso. Venga. TokoUso's ball. Fafoi Wal Tusi. Not straight, says the referee, so we'll have another. No, it's a scrum. Cook Islands captain chooses the scrum. Jason Poteru. Good scrum by the Cooks. Good scrum by the Cooks. They're not going to let go of this. They keep pushing, and they've already popped the front roll up. And a Cook, good kick by Leo. And TokoUso far for you to throw in. Good take by Clive out to James, And straight run there by TokoUso. And the Cook's been penalized again. A kick to the side by Rubena. Venga out to Salafi. Salafi. Pelletti continues to rumble with that ball, but TokoUso and James Tafilao looking for runners. Finds it in So'Yalo. So'Yalo takes up. Back to James. The referee says gone to the back. And there goes Samu, the man with the wheels, and out to their Ben Kitiona. Holding on to the ball, says the referee. To be honest, I'm really pleased with the weather because it's been pouring this morning really hard, and at one stage the game was called off, and then somehow about like an hour or two after it was announced it was called off, it was back on again. So, and on my way down here to the field, I was having second thoughts of getting wet in the rain, but it's just kind of sort of it's still hanging around. But I'm glad it's not raining. Leo. And Leo, good run by Leo, and goes down, and they can recycle this out. Oh. To me, that looks like a deliberate foul play from So'Yalo by the look of it. This running blindly back into the ball and stop the Cook Islands from continuing with that attack. But the referee says, no, we'll have a line out. Cook Islands scrum has been solid. So, and again, they push the TokoUso back. And referee penalizes them for collapsing, I'm guessing. Leo. All right. Looks like the game's been pretty back and forth in around the middle of the field between these two teams this week. And we just got less than 10 minutes to play, and the score, TokoUso 10 and the Cook's Residents 3. And can the Cook's Residents get another one? And that's Nick Connell out to Leo, long pass out. Oh, young Daniels. But Terenga takes it up. Leo looking for runners and finds Lee. And Lee, as usual, just doesn't want to pass the ball. But they continue to rumble up in the middle of the field. Loses the ball instead. Scrum for about, you're looking at about good 5 meters away from the try line, and the Cooks, if they can use their forward pack to push the TokoUso back, they should be able to score from here.
If you are hungry, chicken and curry on the right side here.
And the ball is being put in now, and Cooks have pushed him backwards, and a good drive by the Cooks. The TokoUso scrum doesn't look solid up the front. The Cooks front roll, Kora, John Waro and Toru Katuge. 3 of our national front rolls, so it should be easy for them to handle those scrums. A line out. Yes, on the 22. And the Cooks would be wanting to win this. Good jump by So'ialo. Long pass out to Samu. And Samu got taken out, but still Samu gets the ball. A little kick to the back by Venga and John Penu. John Penu, very fast. But Stephen Willis there to hassle him around. Another scrum. Jason Potoru. And Stephen Willis. Wow, very good kick by Jason. And Nick Connell, good run by Nick. Out to Thomas and John Wano. John Wano takes it back. A very strong tackle there from the TokoUso. And the Cooks team. And Fileti, a big kick by Fileti, and a good one too. and the Cooks. Not straight, says the referee, but the hooter goes, and score at halftime, the TokoUso 10 and the Cooks 3. A very, very good first half of this game, as mostly played in the middle of the field, where both teams were, I guess, trying to test one another out. But Samoa, the TokoUso's captain, Feleti Iona, showing his power and the skills that he has to score the only try in this first half of the game. But yeah, I would say for my pick in the first half for the TokoUso is the Reinga Rubena. Reinga Rubena did very well in the first half, making sure that the Samoa TokoUso's team was always up the front. And likewise on the Cook side, I thought Leo Raw played an outstanding game. The combination between him and Stephen Willis was very good. And so halftime score: TokoUso 10 and Cooks 3. One thing I forgot, I normally have a water now. I went back home after Bokoino's funeral, I think, because I spoke at the club for him.
Last week was selling $10, and this week cheaper, only $5, and next week will be $15.
Keep it in the forwards. You gotta keep it in the forwards. They're gonna play. They're gonna team. But they're gonna play a team-man game. The forwards, and not necessarily Leo. They get one big guy there. Just every time it gets him, should take to him then. So because their forwards are good, and Jason's been very good at and they're just taking it up out to Tereng. Up and then just set it up. It can be as boring as it can be, but man, they're gonna make a big yardage out of it.
Okay, coming back in.
All right, kia ora na tātou katoa. Welcome to the Tupapa Sports Park as we bring you back the VodaFone Tri-Nations Rugby Series here in the Cook Islands. And the second half of this game is about to begin. And TokoUso, the team consists of mostly Samoan and Tongan players here on the islands. These are residents living in the Cooks. And today they get to play pride for their homeland. And just as we had last week, the Tupapa-Maraerenga Fijian team consisted of most of the Fijian players that was here, playing here in the Cook Islands games. So second half, and the referee Tua Manea signals and bang a big kick to the back, and Leo Roa, nice kick by Leo, takes him into the TokoUso's half. And Cooks wins that. A good claim there by Captain Thomas Tor. And Willis and Pinu and Felitti. Clive out to James Tofilo. James with his trusty left boot. No. Lucky for the Cooks. And Cooks again claims this ball here as Terenga comes hitting Potoru. Out to Toru Katuke. The referee. Here's Jason Potoru giving the referee a chance to run with the ball, but not to be. The referee says no. And calls the scrum. It'll be a Cook Islands put in. The Cooks front row very strong of Kora, John Vano, and Toru Katuke. Jason Potoru. They easily take them back, and Jason Potoru. And Willis kick to the back, and can the Cooks get this one? Whoa! Did Felitti push that ball out? Did he hit that ball out? Not sure. Otherwise, that's a deliberate but good play there from Stephen Willis. It looks as if the Cooks backline have reshuffled a bit, and they've brought in Terenga into the centres. Another good one. Can they drive it? Yes, that's what they're going to do. Drive. They're going to drive. Keep moving forwards, and that's what it is. That's what it is. The Cooks, they keep on. That's John Vano at the back. He's got this under control, but they've fallen short of the try line. But yeah, I think the TokoUso has collapsed the maul there. Cooks, they should take a scrum here because their forwards has been playing well, and they are just a little bit mobile than the Samoan tight five. So But TokoUso's loose forwards are pretty good. But I think the Cook Islands residents, tight five, have just got the upper hand on the TokoUso's team. Yeah, it looks as if the Cooks opted for a scrum. Oh, this would be very interesting. Can the Cooks score from this? They've had a whole lot of drives earlier on. Can they continue to drive this? Easy try for Thomas Tor. The gap to the blind just opened up, and Thomas Tor, more or less a walk in the park for him. Most amazing in this trial series is the fact that the captains of these three teams have all scored. So I guess that's something to show that they have picked the right persons to captain their teams, leading by example these captains. And likewise, Thomas Tor has shown that his leadership by scoring the Cook's try in the corner. Now, can Leo add the 2 points to make things very interesting? Because this would be a tie with TokoUso. Whoa, not by much. That was very close and unsuccessful from Leo Loy's boots. The Cook Islands 8 and TokoUso 10. And Wenger to the right. And good take by Terenga. And the TokoUso has been penalized for going over the ball. I don't think they're still with 14 players after the red card. Maybe they're just playing to the old rules. Yeah. Now goes to show why the Cook Island scrum is solid. That's because the TokoUso's got one missing from their team. Another good line out by the Cooks. Leo out to young Daniel. Some big tackles going out there, and referee says Cook Islands chase. Now Feletti. Oh, Feletti's opted to take the kick himself. And Feletti, who's pretty good with the boots as well. Somehow the Cook Islands captain Thomas Saw is still not too happy with the referee's decision. Has come back to ask him, but the referee is not gonna listen to him. Feletti lines this one up. And has got the legs. No, not quite. And Leo. And underneath this one's Feletti. And TokoUso quick to counter with ball in hand and just short of the try line as they continue to rumble towards the Cooks. Someone's getting a card. The referee's calling someone and is calling the captain of the Cooks. The referee's not fudging. He's full penalty to the TokoUso, and you can tell the TokoUso is ready to take this one in. And a big play there from both teams. And TokoUso taking the blind side there. Ball's come out as a turnover for the Cooks. Can they control this and get it out to their kicker? Yes, they can. And a long kick to the back, but safe under this one is Wenger, and out to Feletti. And Samu's got the wheels, and oh, yes. And that's what Samu can do with ball in hand. That guy's got wheels. A beautiful try there from Samu Alafua. And that brings the TokoUso's score to 15. And with a conversion to come, I thought that was a very good play there from both sides until the ball came out to the backs. And the TokoUso's backline, they've got some very, very fast players in that lineup of the likes of Feletti and, of course, the two speedsters outside, Samu Alafua, the try scorer, and, of course, none other than John Pinu, who's also got wheels, as Wenger. Oh, Wenger. I don't think that went in. I don't think they win it at all. Yes, the linesman on the right. I'm assuming that's Paul Piru. Didn't quite see the ball go in, but Paul, um, the other linesman on the other side, Peter Godfrey, he's acknowledged to the ref that it hasn't gone through the sticks, and therefore the score remains TokoUso 15 and the Cooks 8. Good kick. But knock on by the TokoUso. The Cooks residents, their strength is in their forwards, and if they can keep, depending on what their fitness level is, if they can keep it in there, that's going to turn things around. Whilst the TokoUso, strength is in their backs, and they've got some guys who can turn the game around for them. I see my mate, Logan. I think Logan's come out of retirement to play again. Perenasi. He's now standing his standoff with Ferretti. Cook Islands. Jason Portoru puts this in. And a penalty to the Cooks, and Thomas Soy's taken this one. Drives it up. They recycle this one, and whoa! That's that Logan. That's that Logan, all right. But Nick Connell, sometimes he just takes it up, and TokoUso penalized for not being back 10. The Cook Islands asked for a scrum, and that's a good decision from their captain. All right, we got about 20. We're halfway through the second half. And a good scrum there. But Samoa is, the TokoUso is and out to their backs. Leo, long one out. Unfortunately, young Tom Daniel just let his eyes off the ball, and young Tom Daniel, I think he'd be about like 17 years old or 18 years old. He's one of the youngsters in our development squad. Lucky for the cooks. Oh, Filetti. I think Filetti has already got into gear even before the ball arrived. So he was already ready to do something and just practically dropped that ball. And now the cooks got a chance. Well, oh, Samu. Samu is having a little chat to his to the cook's resident on this side. He's a bit of a character, old Samu. And the cooks got this ball in their side, but TokoUso is locked this one too. Not gonna move. Leo. And whoa! Telling right into Logan. And Logan, one of those hard men, he didn't take a backward step. And the Cook Islands guilty of not rolling away from the ball, and simple mistakes like that, they should cut that out of their game. And the ball's coming straight to our tent. Boom! Yes, it is. I'm sure if I didn't have the tent here, it'll be right on my head. Line out. TokoUso to throw in. Good line out there by the Cooks as Leo throws this one out to Tom Daniels. That's the first time they got a clean ball out to their backs. And this time Leo brings it back to this other side of the field as Thomas Tor takes it up. Jason Potoru out to Nick. And Nick on one, and Toru is gone up. Oh. And Nick. Jason out to Leo, and a good pass to Renga, and can the Cooks pick this one up? Yes. And they got this under control as Terenga brings it out, and he takes it up again. Jason Potoru picks up from the base, out to Leo. And Nick Connells. And Steven kicks it to the back, but Filetti is ready. Long pass out to Venga, good pass too. And Venga, Licky to Filetti, and Filetti loses the ball, unfortunately. And a knock on there from TokoUso. It was a good play there from some of their big stars in their team. The likes of Venga, Filetti, and Logan. All had a hand in that game, in that play there. And the Cooks, they really had to scramble for defense there, but lucky. TokoUso lost the ball, and And we got an injury to one of the players. Trying to make out who the injured player is. Looks like Josh. Yes, it is. Is it? It's Josh Caffrey. He's okay. He's another one. I don't think Josh is more than 20 years. I think he's still in the under 19 teams, but one of our up and coming players, and seems to enjoy playing up with the big boys, and he certainly put a mark in the way he plays. So Jason Potoru. Yeah, good scrum. The TokoUso's scrum is solid now. And finally the Cooks get it to Leo. And Leo, long kick to the back, and it's a good kick too. But the Cooks, other than Terenga, are the only two chasing. And Feletti, that's how strong Feletti is. And picked up by Tom Daniel. But out to Samu, and Samu, what can he do? He was doing a bit of kangaroo jumps around there before he got put down. Feletti, tired. Out to and the Cooks are quick to get there, but and referee says no. And again, the Cooks argue just about every call that the referee makes, and Menga. And the TokoUso forwards coming up looking very tired. Big kick underneath this one as Willis. Safe hands by Steven, and he's off. Oh, dressed straight to Penu. The big boo from the crowd to the referee. Yeah. The luck of today's rugby, where the referee can get home safely. Back in the days, he'd have his car flat by the time he gets to his vehicle. And good play by Nick. Unfortunately for Nick Connell, he's been penalised by the referee, and this will give Veinga an opportunity to put up some more points for TokoUso. Oh, that's unusual for Wenger to miss. He's normally one of those guys. He's got a very high rate of a very successful rate of kicking. As the Cooks waits for Tom Daniel to kick, and it's a good kick underneath the system, and Samu. And out to James, long one out to Felitti, and Felitti still holds on to the ball. They can't even put him down, and he still drives past the halfway mark. And, whoa, James out to Logan. And again, James, long one out to John Pinu. And Stephen Willis comes up with the ball. And 22 drop off. Leo Roa gets his team back behind the line and puts one high. Beautiful kick underneath this one. Oh, John Vano. Out to Felitti. Long one by Felitti. And the Cook Islands got a new front roll up Te Paki. And Leo to the back. And Felitti, you can tell he's very tired. That's a very good kick. Yes. And can the Cooks score from here? I think they got about 6 more minutes. And they've still got a chance. Converted try should even up the scoreboard. And the Cooks, they got the ball. They got this ball as, unfortunately, Nick is not the biggest of guys to run because everyone can push him back. He's not big guy. And some bigger forwards onto this one now. They recycle this one. They got to carry it again this time. Toru, can he make it? No. John Vano, he's looking for this one. And again, good defense by TokoUso. And another one. The Cooks, can they? Oh, looks as if they're going to get this out to the backs. No, they'll settle it. They keep going again. And out to the backs. Leo, long one out. And a good defense from TokoUso. But the Cooks, they've got this under control and back out to their backs. And Lee, he's not on a pass. And when you run to Logan, expect to be hit hard. But the Cooks, they're rumbling up on this one. And can they finish it on this end here? Leo. Oh, Leo chooses to kick, and James, lucky. Penalty to the Cooks. It's got to be some tackle. The referee's calling the captain for TokoUso, Feletti. Got down to 4 minutes to go in this game. And the Cooks chooses for the line out, and Leo has John Wano, the line out. Thomas saw to take it, yes, and they will now just rumble it up. The Cooks, they will pick and go, yes. The Cooks guilty of barging onto their own man. And the referee out to Renga, out to their speedsters. And there comes and Lee out to Leo, and Leo, can Leo get away with that? Yes, Josh. Can they get this ball out? The backs are calling out for the ball. Out to Leo, out to Terenga. Can Terenga, good tackle there. And Nick. Leo, can they finish this off? Oh, early tackle by the look of it. Oh no, he's knocked it on. We've just got a few more minutes to go before this game. The VodaFone Tri-Nations Rugby Series between the Cook Islands residents and TokoUso Samoan team comes to an end. And one of the youngest in the team, I guess in the tournament, Amani Ama, it's just coming to replace one of the workhorses of the team, Josh Caffrey. And Venga kick to the back and kick outside too, and that was a good kick from him. Well, from a day that was going to pour, and now we have blue sky out and the sun's come out, and the Cooks had a short line out, but didn't quite work. Ends up to be a scrum put in for the TokoUso. And there goes the hooter. Is the referee still going to put the scrum down? Looks like he is. And I'm sure Felitti takes it, and a good run by Felitti. Oh, that's the and that's the skills of the TokoUso team. And once they can get the ball out to their speedsters, and a good play from Felitti from the back of the scrum. He took the blind side run and had some weak tackles from the Cooks blind side defenders, and as you saw there, he gave it to Wenger, who's got a bit of wheels, and Wenger kind of took it down and handed back into one of their speedsters, one of their wingers, and he scored this quite close to the end handy for the kicker. As Hickey converts this, and 22 points for TokoUso, and Cooks 8 points. So congratulations to the TokoUso side for the win. And of course, the Cook Islands residents, that's it. Their campaign for this VodaFone Tri-Nations Rugby Series is over. The TokoUso team would be playing next week against the Tapusoro Fijian team, and this will be a game to watch, because both teams so far have one win under their belts, and they would be all out to win the VodaFone Tri-Series trophy next week. So on that note, from our team here at the Tupapa Park, thank our viewers in the Pacific for watching this live stream here in the Cooks. From our team here, to all of us, tātou katoa, kia ora na.